$100 gets it. Number 30 is Big Al there, $2 a day. How about it out? $500 a day, $1 a day, $5 near due. $5 near due, $5 near due. Now 3, now 4, now 5, now 6, now 7, $6 near 7. $6 a day, $268.
Alright guys, so today I'm going to be sharing with you the haul of stuff that Eric and I won at the auction. So this was from the last auction footage that you saw. We spent a decent amount of money there. We don't normally buy furniture at the auction, but there was a curio cabinet there. I don't think that you saw it in my footage. There was like a hutch that had a bunch of the Christmas stuff in. That was also for sale, guys. It sold for $1 for a beautiful kitchen hutch. I swear if it had been able to fit into my dining room, I would have purchased that in a heartbeat. Furniture tends to not sell for much at the auction because people just don't want to haul it, or they don't have room for it in their homes and stuff like that. The curio cabinet that we won, we did pay $110 for it, but it's a curio cabinet, but it's kind of like kind of flatter, if you know what I mean. So it's not taking up a whole lot of room. I live in a townhouse, so I don't have a lot of space to begin with, and we've been wanting a curio cabinet for a while, so we did end up bidding on that and winning it. So I'm just going to go over everything that we won. There's a couple of pieces within this video that have already sold, so that's awesome. I can't complain when that happens, because that's, you know, what I want from buying the stuff to resell. So the first thing I have is what's in this box here, and you saw this in the video. There was this little Joseph Originals kitty cats. They're two little kitty cats in like a basket. It is you know, like porcelain, and it still has its tag here, and it says inside, "Love is finding a friend." So I thought that was so super cute. I love cats, and it does still have its sticker on the bottom and everything like that. So we won this for a bid of just $2, and I listed it as a buy it now for $29.99. So I thought that was a really cute little find there. So got that, guys. Oh my gosh, by the time you see this video, I should have my puppy. I'm so excited. We're going to pick her up on Monday. Okay, so there was a couple of Christmas related items in here. There was a lot of, you know, vintage Christmas stuff at the auction. I won these two little figures here, and when you sit them like this, they kind of look like they're leaning in for a kiss. They are marked Fine Quality A, Japan, is what the sticker says on the bottoms of those. I won these for a bid of $12, and I listed them as a buy it now for $39.99. Sometimes it's hard to get vintage Christmas at the auction because lots of people want the vintage Christmas. I've always kind of wanted one of these, and I didn't list it because I'm probably going to keep it. I've actually been using it, and I really like it. This is a cast iron door stopper, and it looks like a cat. It is made by Hubley, or Hubley, H-U-B-L-E-Y. It is marked on the inside, but I don't know if you guys will be able to see that. But like I said, it's cast iron. So I've been using it as a doorstop. I don't typically shut My bedroom door is like 2 doors that open like that, and I never shut the bedroom door, so you know, the one is always just hanging open on the one side, and I sat that there, and Eric kind of really liked it as well, which surprised me, so we're hanging on to it for now. You know what? I did list this. I'm completely lying to myself. It is listed, but I'm using it. So if it doesn't sell, I plan on keeping it. Anyway, I did win this at a bid of $150. I know it's kind of insane for what this is. And I did list it on the higher side since I paid so much. It is listed at $299.99. Buy it now. I don't know if I will ever get that for it, but I'm using it in the meantime. It is like part of my decoration, so I'm all right with that. This next item, these things come up pretty frequently at the auction. These are vintage candy canisters that would have been in stores. This one is for Necco Peach Blossoms, and they're just these really nice clear glass candy containers, and they have this beautiful like Art Deco type of style to them. I love these things, and I've always wanted to win one, but they always go for so much. But I won one this time. I paid $60 for this, and I listed it as a buy it now for $114.99. These do sell pretty decently, and especially, you know, when they have their original lids as well as their, you know, original stickers, and this one's in really nice condition. Eric and I have tossed around the idea of at one point in our lives having an antique booth, and the way that we go to auctions and winning like all of this really cool stuff, I think we'd have a pretty awesome antique booth. So maybe in the future that is something that we are thinking about doing. Next item already sold, so I'm gonna pop it up over here. At this auction, they had 2 of these really large Rosbro plastic candy containers. These Rosbro candy containers, some of them can sell really well, even the smaller ones, but these were like super huge. I have never in my life seen ones of this size at the auction, so I was just so naturally drawn to it. I looked them up on eBay. I also looked them up on WorthPoint. There were some of these Santas listed. I won this one for a bid of $135, and it sold for a buy it now of $299.99. So it was awesome that that one went out the door super fast. They also had another one, and this one's actually even more harder to find. I couldn't find this on, I couldn't find him listed where he still, you know, had his little pull cart and everything like that. He is missing some pieces, but again, it's still a harder to find piece. So people who are collecting these, you know, they want them regardless of condition, basically. I mean, obviously, you'd want it completely intact and perfect, but the chances of finding one like that are getting slimmer and slimmer as the years go by, kind of thing. So this one was the Snowman. He would have had a broom in his one hand, and he also would have had a little pipe in his mouth, but those are missing. He still does have his string, and he is on his little pull cart. These would have at one point had, like, you could stick candy in here, or they might have come with candy. I'm not entirely sure exactly how they were sold, you know, back in the day. This one also, like, he has his wheels, but this wheel here needs to be like taped on. The original owner had it taped so it wouldn't fall off. It can still wheel when it's flat without, you know, the wheel falling off, but this one doesn't stay on like that one. I won this one for a little bit more. I paid $225 for this thing, and I listed him as a buy it now for $499.99. So he is way more rare, none listed. and that kind of thing. I actually had someone who just wanted to buy the wheels off of mine because it's really hard to find the wheels. Typically if you do find him, he's missing his wheels. Someone was like asked me to sell just the wheels for $200, but I'm not comfortable doing that. I want to sell him complete as he is. So yeah, I did pay up for him, but I do think I will get his asking price at some point. So that was a fun and interesting find. This next item is a Limoges piece, and it looks like this. So really pretty piece here. I am not entirely sure how this thing works. When I looked it up, I believe it's for evaporated milk, or condensed milk, I should say. It's some sort of milk jar. I don't quite know exactly how it works. So if any of you guys do, you'll have to let me know down in the comments. It's a really beautiful piece. It does have like a little lid here that comes off. And then when you look at the bottom, there is a hole there. So I'm not entirely sure, you know, exactly how it works. But it's supposed to be for condensed milk. So yeah. Anyway, I won this for a bid of just $30, which I thought was a good deal for a Limoges piece. And when I looked up other pieces of these, the condensed milk containers, basically, they were selling really high. So I listed mine as a buy it now for $129.99. It does have quite a few watchers. I'm just not quite sure how, you know, quick it will sell. But I felt like I got that at a good price, so we'll see. Okay, next item, I did pay up for these as well. This is a set of Shiny Bright, they're like Putz House ornaments. You can hang them, but you can also sit them. They're still in their original box in beautiful condition, absolutely gorgeous condition. Hopefully you can see them pretty well in there. Let me take off the top lid. Maybe you'll be able to see them just ever so slightly better like that. So like I said, I paid up for these, but in my mind I was keeping them, but I did I list them? I did list them. I paid, what did I pay for these? I paid $75 for this box, and I listed them for a buy it now of $149.99. That was what they were typically selling for, around $150. So it's another one of those things where, like, I'm not gonna be upset if it doesn't sell. Guys, oh my gosh, speaking of which, so like I sometimes like decorate with the items that I have, because why not? Like, some pieces I have are absolutely beautiful and they deserve to be on display and not like just stored away waiting for someone to buy them. So when I was decorating for Christmas, I don't know if you guys remember, I had gotten these Steinbach 3 Wise Men Nutcrackers. They were on the small side, only about yay big. I paid a good bit for them at an auction, and they were sitting for a while. No one was buying them, so I got them out and I displayed them for Christmas this year, and I was like, oh, these are so cute. I love them. Like, I don't care if they don't sell, because I will put these out every single year. They sold. They sold like a day or so after I had put them out, and I was slightly heartbroken. And it's like, I was happy because I made my money back, I made profit on them, but it gutted me to have to, you know, take them away from where I had them displayed. They were so cute. But that's what happens, you know, you gotta make money. I do keep some of the stuff, but I can't keep all of it, unfortunately. Next we have an ornament. This is by Hallmark. It's called the Dazzling Hummingbird. This is a really beautiful ornament. I tried to win some of the other ornaments, but they were just selling for too much. This one here I paid $10 for, and I listed it as a buy it now for $28.99. It's really, really gorgeous, and it does have some like heft to it. It's very, very pretty. So got that. The original price was like $44 on that one. Okay, we got another ornament here. This one, Eric was saying that some ornaments by this brand were selling really, really well. This is by Whitehurst Imports, made in Poland is what the little tag here says. And this is a gorgeous blown glass ornament. I'm gonna try and get it out of here so you can see it ever so slightly better without hurting it at all. So it still does have the tag. It's this gorgeous glittery blown glass Christmas ornament. So we have a koala hugging this like piece of bamboo, and then on the other side is a panda bear. So very, very cute, absolutely gorgeous, very fragile. I gotta be super careful with this one. And that we won for $10 and listed this as a buy it now for $64.99. So as I said, definitely keep an eye out for these Whitehurst glass ornaments that are made in Poland. That's what the little label looks like. Okay, I won a couple of these. These are vintage Christmas corsages. There was 2 of them. This one is called the Christmas Glamour Corsage. It was still in its original box. It says that there was an earring ensemble, but they're not in there anymore. I would try to show this to you in a very fragile way because this corsage does have an issue with it. It's so pretty, but the snowman, you can kind of see the snowman is like broken up. But, you know, there's still really nice crafty pieces on here. So, and it does have the little pin to pin it on. So I figured, you know, someone who's really crafty might just want those pieces to, you know, do something else with them, or, you know, just keep it in the packaging like it is. It's in a really nice box. So yeah, I took it. It was a set of 3 different pieces. I paid $5 for it all, so I thought it was a good deal. This one here I put up as a buy it now for $14.99. It also came with this Christmas corsage. Again, still in its original packaging. This one, yeah, it's still like stuck on. It was never actually used. It's made of like a plastic greenery basically, but again, it does have a pin to pin it on. So I also put this one up as a buy it now for $14.99. Then along with those pieces for $5, it also came with this bowl. It's made out of just greeting cards, but it's Christmas themed. And along the inside are all flowers, and then the outside has just different designs to it. And then it has like this plastic overlay so you can like easily wipe it clean. So this was like a kind of like a DIY type project. I think people were pretty big on making these bowls out of greeting cards for different holidays. And I listed this one as a buy it now for $17.99. This thing I won with some other stuff. You guys know if I like win things that I don't necessarily want, I still try to like list it just to, you know, try and make a little bit of money back. This is an old bank bag, an old cloth bank bag for the Federal Reserve Bank in Detroit, Michigan. So it's just something that would have like held money in it basically. It's a shame there's no money in it right now. So anyway, won this with some other stuff for a bit of $6. I can't remember what else it came with, but anyway, I listed this as a buy it now for $14.99. Okay, I'm gonna go over these next items kind of quickly. I won 2 trays of Marilyn Monroe Christmas ornaments. These are so cool. They are made by the Bradford Exchange, I believe it was. And all of the ornaments, like the tags tell you what movie it was from. Like this one was for Gentlemen Prefer Blondes, it says. So they're all Marilyn Monroe ornaments, and they're made of like a porcelain. And then a lot of them do have these like cloth details. So I won 2 trays of these for a bid of $30. And I listed them all together, the whole complete, well, it's not a complete set. There is more than what I have, but I listed them for a buy it now of $99.99. I was seeing some sell just like a couple of them for like $50. I had a couple more, and then some also have like glittery accents. So I'm gonna go over these like super quick so you can see, because these are so pretty and so detailed. Absolutely gorgeous. Like there's even some fabric there on the back. So here's this one. We got this one. I really like this one. So this is perfect for anyone who, you know, collects Marilyn Monroe items, or just has like a really fancy tree with like just like old style celebrity type of look to it, or even like Victorian, really they would look good on. There's that iconic one there. So just really, really cute. Okay, here she is kind of leaned over. And then this is the last one, this pink one there. So yeah, I thought those were so cute. I have never come across those before, ever. Okay, the next 2 items actually already sold. I'm gonna pop them up over here. There was a set of glassware at the auction. They were like clear glass, but they had bluebirds and strawberries on them. So I tried looking these up on eBay. I couldn't find any of the pieces that were at the auction. I saw some similar pieces, but they weren't the actual ones that, you know, were in front of me. So I checked my WorthPoint account and I looked up to see what they had been selling for, and I was like, okay, I'm definitely gonna be bidding on these. So I won the whole set. It was 4 pieces for just $35. I couldn't believe it, because typically people at this auction, you know, they have antique booths themselves, they are resellers. Like, I just assumed that someone out there at the auction would know what these pieces were worth, but apparently not. So I won them all for $35. I already sold the spooner. That sold for $99.99. And then I also sold the covered butter dish. I put both of these up on auction. This one, you'll see it in the picture. I can't remember exactly what it sold for. I think it was $120 some. But anyway, yeah, $35 for all 4 pieces. I didn't list the last 2 pieces yet, just because I wasn't sure if I was gonna list them together or separate, just in case someone has one and maybe theirs broke and they only want the one and that kind of thing. But I do also have, this is the sugar bowl with the lid. So it just looks like this here on the bottom, so you guys can see what that looks like. So I got that piece yet to sell. And then I also have the creamer. And you'll have to excuse, I have little pics in there, but I will show you those pics here soon. So anyway, those 2 still have to be listed, but I'm hoping to potentially get 100 a piece for both of those as well. So we shall see. Eric and I also won this old board game. This is called Calling Superman, is the name of this game here. And this is in such good condition. We made sure that all of the pieces were there, and they were. We saw this game at another auction not that long ago, and we knew it was worth money. So when we saw it again, we're like, oh yeah, we're interested in that. Now, the game that we saw at an auction beforehand was missing pieces. So we decided against it because it obviously was selling for more, you know, if your game is complete and that kind of thing. So the date on this is 1954. We won this game for $65, and I listed it as a buy it now for $179.99. So just waiting for that to sell, but that is a good game, and like I said, it's in really nice condition. I did win a tray full of random stuff. I think what I'm going to do with a lot of stuff that I get on like the random trays, as long as they're like older pieces, I'm thinking of doing like an antique junk drawer type lot with all of like the little small things that aren't really worth a whole lot. But this was mixed in with the tray, and that's what I, you know, pretty much wanted the tray for. It's this wooden container, and it has a bottle. This is an old bottle of Elizabeth Arden perfume. Now, there's no longer perfume in the bottle, but people have these listed super duper high, even, you know, without the perfume. I paid $5 for the tray, and I did not write down what I listed this for. So I'm gonna pop it up over here so you can see. I don't have my phone on me right this minute. Okay, the next 3 items, these are vintage Halloween items. I don't have these listed. Again, this might be something Eric and I are keeping. Eric is really on a kick of wanting to start collecting vintage Halloween items, and also some vintage Christmas items for our own, to use as our own for decorations. So we won all 3 of these pieces for $12 a piece. The first one is just this long noisemaker. It has these awesome graphics on, like look at that witch. So super cool. So $12 for that. And then we also won this noisemaker. Again, this has a witch on it. Looks like that. Fair warning, this might be loud. So got that. So that was $12. And then this one was also $12. And this one's made kind of differently. It's really cool though. It has a wooden handle. So it's got a witch and her cauldron on the front. And then on the side we got an owl. On that side we have a cat. And then that side she's kind of riding on her broomstick. Oh, and on the bottom we also even have a haunted house. So that one's even louder. So yeah, those are really cool. So we paid, like I said, $12 a piece for those. But as of now, we didn't list them because we might just be keeping them for our own decorations. I think that's everything for auction, the auction stuff from this auction footage that you saw, aside from our curio cabinet. Once we get that filled with some stuff, maybe I'll show you guys like an overview of like what we decided to display in it. But I also have some other random things. A lot of this stuff also came from other auctions, so I'm just going to share those with you real quick. The first thing I have is I do have some more Avon stuff. This is an Avon perfume called Fire Me Up. I won this for $11 at an auction, and I listed it as a buy it now for $29.99. So that one seems to be selling for a decent amount. You saw I had a bunch of these picks in my creamer over here. So these are just like red and white striped like Christmas bulbs. They kind of look like peppermint candies almost. How many are there? There's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think there's 8 of them all together. They were on a tray of random stuff I won at an auction, and I listed them as the lot for a buy it now of $9.99. I also have this perfume. This is by Paul Sebastian. It's called Casual. Looks like this. This I won for $4 at an auction, and I listed it as a buy it now for $29.99. I have 2 of these Marc by Avon body mists in the scent Love. These are brand new, still sealed. I listed them separately though. Did I list them separately? Yes, I listed them separately. I paid $1 a piece for them, and I listed them as a buy it now for $19.99. I also have this Marc by Avon perfume. This one is called Night Iris. And it looks like, the bottle looks like this. Very pretty bottle. And I listed that for a buy it now of $25.99. This is a Tova perfume, Tova Beverly Hills in the scent Lavender. And I listed this for a buy it now of $19.99. This one is an Avon perfume called Surreal, and I listed that one as a buy it now for $25.99. I won this glass ornament. This is so cute. It's of a sock monkey. And he's got glittery accents and like a little bottle brush tree. This was originally from Bed Bath & Beyond, but when I looked him up, he actually was selling pretty decently. So obviously, like, you can't find him anymore. I won him for $1, and I listed him as a buy it now for $19.99. I won this, oh, this is so pretty, this Joan Rivers set at an auction. I paid $30 for this, and I will show you what it looks like. It's gorgeous. It still has its tags in there. So, oh, this is so pretty. And then it comes with its little dust bag. So it looks like this. It's all enameled, absolutely beautiful, very heavy. On the top, you see this bow? It comes off. It's like magnetically attached, and you can wear this as a pin. It is a brooch. It is missing one small stone. Yeah, it's like right here. You can barely tell where it's at. And then when you're not wearing the brooch, this is what the trinket box looks like. And then when you open it, you can put a little something in there. So it just attaches like that. And then it also comes with a pair of matching earrings that look like this. So they match the little bow pin, and also obviously by Joan Rivers. So you could keep the little earrings in the trinket box as well. So I thought that was so gorgeous. Like I said, I won that for $30, and I listed it as a buy it now for $69.99. So these were selling pretty well as well. Joan Rivers makes really nice jewelry. I got another little perfume. This is a miniature bottle of Burberry perfume, just a tiny little guy. I listed this as a buy it now for $12.99. All right, we got these Pokemon night lights. These are super duper fun. We won these for $3 a piece at an auction. So let me show you what they look like. So this one is the Snorlax. Looks like this. And we listed these as a buy it now for $39.99. They are new. So we got Snorlax, well as we also got, who is this? Is this Squirtle? No, this is Bulbasaur is the other one, which looks like that. But these are new Pokemon Nightlights, and they're older. They're from 2000. So like I said, we put those up as a buy it now for $39.99, and they also come with like their instruction paper. I won, oh my gosh guys, I won a ton of these Avon hairbrushes. They look like this. They're like vented brushes. These are older. They're from 1997, I want to say. Yeah, 1997. So this one is open. All the rest are still sealed. I won 34 of these Avon brushes, and some Avon brushes can sell really well, guys, especially the older ones. So I paid $20 for all 34 brushes, so it's like less than, what, $1 a piece. And I listed each brush at a buy it now for $22.99. So if I sell all of my brushes, that's like $700. So there is currently one person that has that was also selling a bunch of these brushes, and I think they're down to their last one. So once theirs sells, then, you know, mine will be readily available. I listed this thing. I wasn't going to. Like, stuff like this, I kind of see more as stuff to take to the flea market. It's just the random stuff that comes on like box lots at auctions. It's like, I don't want to throw it away just in case there's anyone out there that is looking for it type of thing. But it's definitely one of those things, like if it doesn't sell come summer, I'll probably end my listing and then just take it to the flea market and try and sell it for like 50 cents. But it's just this white ceramic snowman with a broom. I put him up as a buy it now for $9.99. I also listed this. This is an older piece. I'm not quite sure. I think it's from the early 90s, I want to say. But it's a Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. It's like a little girl's necklace, but it's like a Polly Pocket. It's not made by Polly Pocket, but it has like this little scene on the inside that you can kind of move around, and it comes with Snow White and the Prince figures to just like play with, kind of like on the go type of toy. I listed this as a buy it now. I paid $2 for it, and I listed it as a buy it now for $26.99. I had won a bunch of these not snowmen, Santa Clauses. They were made by somebody. This one is marked 1987. So he's just of Santa Claus kneeling with his sack, and there's like a candy cane sticking out of his sack. So I listed him for a buy it now of $19.99. Alright guys, I think that is everything for this haul. So a lot of stuff there. I hope you guys enjoyed it. You'll have to let me know what you thought down in the comments, what you kind of thought was like the coolest thing that I won from the auction. So hopefully some of this other stuff sells pretty quickly, like some of it like listed it and straight out the door, which is how I like when it goes. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you next time.